Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Sydney from PhoneDoc.com, and I have here the Huawei Ascend 2 from US Cellular. I'm about to do an unboxing of it. It is one of their new kind of low-end Android smartphones. It has a 3.5-inch display. It ships with Android 2.3 Gingerbread, and it has a 5-megapixel camera. So we're going to unbox it, get some quick first impressions of it, and then I'll come back in a few days with a full review for you guys. Before we do the unboxing, I have to say thanks to our friends at Best Buy Mobile for sending us phones that we add to our One Paw Bandit game. One of the great things about Best Buy Mobile is that when you buy a phone from them, you don't have to worry about rebates. The price on the tag is the price you pay. It's simple and easy. So thank you, Best Buy Mobile, for being so awesome. Thank you guys for watching this video. It is an unboxing of the Huawei Ascend 2 from US Cellular. I'm Sydney from PhoneDoc.com. Let's go check it out. Okay, so this is the Huawei Ascend 2 from US Cellular, one of their new kind of low-end, mid-range Android smartphones. There's the phone itself. Take that out and power it on. Take a look what else is in the box. This phone, of course, has already been activated by the PR company, so if you're wondering this, there's fingerprints on it. You already unboxed it. It's because someone already activated it. Inside we have some awesome reading material. Welcome to Huawei Android market, as if that were too complicated to figure out on your own. You also get some earbuds, which is nice. Take these out of the bag. Kind of, cheap earbuds, but at least you get them. And of course it has an inline mic there. And then charger, adapter module, and then the data cable slash charging cable. Standard USB, and then micro USB. So that's all you get in the box, but let's get started with the phone and take a look at it. Now, this is an Android 2.3 phone, so Gingerbread. As you can see, Huawei has made some customizations here. So at the bottom we have kind of this custom dock. Here's a shortcut for the app drawer, which is laid out in this kind of, similar to TouchWiz, where it slides left to right instead of up and down. Looks like you might be able to customize that or just move them around, so you can actually move those shortcuts around. Going back home, we have a shortcut for messaging, browser, calls, and then this shows you all of your home pages. Go back home. And then here we have some more customizations, toggle buttons for Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS, data switch, and auto rotate. Let's take a look at that keyboard, or at messaging. This is a 3.5-inch display. It's an HVGA display, so has a resolution of 320 by 480. So 3.5 inches, in my experience, it's, kind of not too small for typing on, but it may be for some people, depending on, obviously how large your hands are. But at least it's larger than some of the 3.2-inch displays that are out there on a lot of low-end smartphones. You can see we have the Gingerbread Android virtual keyboard. Let's see if we have any other keyboards. Okay, we also have swipe. So let's type out a message here. Okay, we have some lag there. The quick brown fox is super happy. Quick brown fox is super happy. I had one mistake there. So yeah, the keyboard, it is kind of small, and I noticed some lag there. The phone has a 600 megahertz processor. It's a Qualcomm processor. So, I'm going to guess you can probably expect some lag. Obviously, I'm going to test that out and give you, my results in the full review. But I did notice some lag whenever typing, and then you can kind of see just a couple of seconds delay for the keyboard. And then let me see if it's, obviously having it in landscape mode is going to be much easier to type on. Super excited. So that was much easier. So if you do have, I had a couple of mistakes still, but if you do have any problems with it in portrait mode, obviously you can use it in landscape mode. Let's go to the web browser. Now this is a 3G device. US Cellular is building out its 4G network, but this is a 3G device. So let's load up PhoneDrog, or Phoner. I was just way off on that one. PhoneSog. There we go. PhoneDoc.com. It's much easier than typing it out, apparently. So yeah, 600 megahertz processor. Kind of get a quick idea of what pinch to zoom is like. While this is loading, let's do a quick hardware tour. On the left side, we have the volume rocker buttons, and that's it. On the bottom, micro USB port and the microphone. On the right side is nothing, as you can see. Power button on top and the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack kind of on top, sort of on the back. On the back here we have a 5 megapixel camera, no flash, as you can see. It does capture video, VGA quality video, so not the best quality, but it does have a 5 megapixel camera. I'm going to test that out and see what picture quality is like. Underneath the battery cover, if I can, there's no notch to get it off. Interesting. I guess we just got to dig our nails in there. Okay, so underneath the battery cover here we have the battery. It is a 1400 milliamp hour battery, at least that's what the PR notes say. Yes, 1400 milliamp hour battery. You do get a 2 gigabyte micro SD card, and then it supports up to 32 gigs of additional memory with this card slot, so that will definitely help. And then of course, being Android 2.3, you can move any apps or files over to the micro SD card. Kind of having some problems putting the battery cover back on. There we go. Kind of interesting that there's no notch to take it off, but I guess you shouldn't have to take off the battery cover too much. Okay, so now we have PhoneDoc.com loaded up, and we're almost loaded up. It's still kind of loading, but scrolling is pretty smooth. That's not bad. See if I can zoom out more. Maybe not. Let me use that. And so most of the flash content is loaded. It looks like we have a couple of ads here still loading, but okay, apparently pinch to zoom is either not on or just not responding. Let's see if we can get that turned on. Okay, so apparently the Ascend 2 does not support pinch to zoom, which is interesting, and I did not know that. That was not in the PR notes. I'm not sure why Huawei decided to leave that off, but you do still have the on-screen zoom buttons, and then you can easily zoom out. You can see it's pretty smooth, and then scrolling is also very smooth. So not too bad. So out of the box, we have the Amazon App Store, which is interesting. It does come with the Android Market, but you also have access to the Amazon App Store, which is kind of nice. You get the free app of the day if you have an account. Audible. We also have Daily Perks, City ID, Documents to Go, an email client, file manager, Flickr, FM radio, Latitude, My Contacts backup, navigation, news and weather, that's actually an Android app, RichPad, streams, Tone Room Deluxe, looks like the official Android Twitter app, a weather clock, Uno, Your Navigator, and YouTube. So those are the apps that you get out of the box. So this is just a quick first look at the Huawei Ascend 2. I'm going to test it out, do a couple of tests on data speeds, take a look at Huawei's custom UI. You can see some more of the changes here, and again you can see some more customization. So it seems to be a very intense custom skin, and so I'll test it out and see if if it affects the performance of the phone, and then test out other things like the camera, overall web browsing performance, and then I'll come back in a few days with a full review. But that's the Huawei Ascend 2 from US Cellular. It is currently free, so it's not a bad deal. But wait for the full review, and then I'll tell you what I think about it. I'll be posting my first impressions article on PhoneDoc.com. If you have any questions about this phone, you can send me a message or follow me on Twitter. My screen name is PhoneDog_Sydney. I'll try to answer your questions if I can. But keep it on PhoneDoc.com for more news, updates, and reviews. I'm Sydney, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.